Hi lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to see what I have going on today. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I appreciate you all so very much. On this channel, I love to do all things DIY and crafting. I love to do them on a budget. However, I do like to splurge at times. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, and also leaving me a comment. I love to interact with you all. It just makes my heart smile when I can see a comment pop up. So everything is free, you know. So if you want to, I'd appreciate it. So today's video is a very exciting video. It is an open challenge, and it is titled, What Would You Make? And that's with WOOD. So all of our items will have some type of woodwork in them, and I'll have more about that as we jump further into the video, or get further into the video. So full disclosure, guys, I had a lot of painting to do, and what I tend to do when that happens is I will paint off camera, because you know, who wants to watch paint dry, right? I don't use any special techniques. If I can remember the name of the colors, I do try and share them throughout the video. And this is, I think, my third Valentine's Day video. I wasn't anticipating on doing an additional one, but I will have a total, I believe, of 5. So this will be number 3 of that 5 series, and I'm going to be using pretty much the same colors throughout the whole video, with the exception of one craft. And this is a new color for me. My decor is going more of the not traditional, but more of the romantic pinks and neutral browns, tan, gold, those kind of colors. Very cottage chic, Victorian, I don't know what to call it. That's the way I'm going. But I wanted to switch something up because I'm thinking about giving these as gifts. So I will be using the color Cascade by Folk Art and Splendid Gold by Folk Art. And like I said, I'll be using some pink and gold further into the video, but it's just your traditional soft pink. I honestly don't remember the exact name of that one, but all the paints, I do believe, are by Folk Art. So what I'm doing here is I wanted to make an I love you sign. And so what I'm using here is the Dollar Tree, like the scrap wood or sticks. I don't know what to call those, but they're the 12-inch sticks in the crafter square section. And then I took 2 candlestick holders that came in a pack of, I believe, 6 from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using some scrapbooking paper from there as well. And it's just it's like a more vintage type crafting paper. And so I'm just cutting it out into slices, or strips, not slices, into strips. And I tried to cut out parts that had more color and the wording was more visible, because a lot of it is a little faint. And so all I did was I took those candle legs, I stained them using the burnt umber paint with some water, and then I just used some wood glue and some hot glue to adhere them to the bottom. I did paint the bottom white, just because the residue from the sticker that was on there, it wouldn't come off even after I sanded it. I mean, I would have had to just keep going. So I was like, it's not worth it. Once I got it smooth, I just painted over using some ivory paint. Oh, that's the other color I'm going to be using today too, ivory. And so I just went in, I used some Mod Podge here to just adhere the scrapbooking paper to that wood slice or wood stick. I don't know what to call it, guys. You know what it is. It's not a plank, but you know, a scrap piece of wood, I guess. And so once I got that down, all I'm doing is burning off the excess. And I did want a burnt finish to this. Not super burnt, but you know, just a little burnt, because I wanted to have that very vintage rugged look to it, but yet have a little sense of elegance at the same time. So that's really all I'm doing. My cutting was pretty almost precise, but would have been better if I used a cutting board. But again, you know, sometimes it's just not even worth the hassle to try to go and dig that stuff out. So That's what you see that I'm doing here. And I'm going to do that for all three sides. Well, five, because the corners too, but those are just little small, you know, little pieces right there. And I didn't want this to be like a riser. I just wanted to have a little bit of a lift to it and just be an I love you stand. So I hope my vision comes through to you guys and you like it. I really like it. The colors, something different. I have used this type of color in the past for some welcome signs, so I just thought, you know, why not, let's try it. And like I said, I'll probably gift them or something like that, or see if somebody wants to purchase them. You never know. So I got this love sign from Dollar General. My Dollar General, I only have one, guys, one by me, and it does not have a lot of stuff. You guys find some awesome stuff where you all live. And so but I found this sign. It was only $1, and I just did the same thing. I did a wood stain on the love part, and then I did the arrow in that cascade color. And I thought the cascade color would blend a little bit more with that scrapbooking paper, but it didn't. But it still was okay. It did not like completely like turn me off, you know. So I have these hearts that I removed. They were the string of hearts that says I love you more from Dollar Tree. So I just separated them, and I'm going to use the I and the U, and I'm just going to adhere those to either ends of that arrow, and then it's going to say I love you. So it's really cute. I think it's something different, you know. I like trying different unique things, so I thought, why not? And of course, I didn't paint the back. I was kind of in a crunch for this one because I literally got in, I think, on Friday evening or yesterday. I think Friday evening, I'm not sure. So I just really had to think of something really quick. So I hope you guys can visualize what I did. So I really like it. It has a very vintage and old school feel to it. Very, very Victorian to me. So next I'm taking this little, I forget what these are called, but I got them from Hobby Lobby, and they're, oh my gosh, they're not, what are they called? They're not gables. I can't think of what they're called. Nonetheless, I just wanted to add that in there because it brought it more together to me, and there it is. So I really like the way this came together, and all I'm doing here is I'm going to take a little miniature wooden heart. I found these at Hobby Lobby. I had stopped by there to pick up some other stuff, and I saw these packs of, they were like little miniature wooden hearts, so I had to grab a pack, and they were 40% off, so it came out to like $2 or so. And so I just added that in there, and then I'm just going in and doing some distressing like on the edges where the paper meets, just to kind of blend it, because I did, like I said, I burnt it and then I sanded it down so it would kind of go flush with the wood, and it worked. And the parts on the side, I had cut them the same size as the top part, if that makes sense, and I should have cut them down, but then once I put it on here, I was like, oh, you know what, it actually looks kind of nice. It made it look a little bit thicker, so I left it that same length, and you can see a little bit of the paper, but when it's up you can't see it. So now I'm just going in with a string of I had some pearls, and I wanted to add that to it. I just always feel like that gives it that extra little vintage look you're looking for, especially with like cottage and Victorian decor. And I added in some of the foam roses from Dollar Tree, and you guys will see everything at the final reveal. But all I'm doing here, I'm not stringing the beads through any particular way. I just want them to drape over the piece, and that's literally what it's doing. I cut off one of the beads from there, or pearls from there, and put that right in the middle of the heart, and literally that was it for this. I don't think I went back and did anything else, but that was it. And all of these were like super easy. They really didn't take a lot of time to put together. What took the most time was the painting and staining and, you know, waiting for everything to dry. So a little bit more about our challenge today. So it is being hosted by Connie over at Connie Creative Creations, and Tami, I'm sorry, Zana, I apologize, Zana at OK at Home DIYs, and Tami at Happiness Created. So I will have their links in the description box below, along with the playlist of all the other content creators participating today. So next up, I wanted to do a do not disturb sign, but I didn't want to use the words do not disturb. So I wanted to just think of something really cute, kind of whimsical, if you will. And it's not very whimsical, just the way I put the letters. And that's only because they were not thick letters, but they're just really wide. And so, and these are some laser cutout letters that I have found at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to put love. And then I'm going to add in 2 birds. So I wanted to say lovebirds. Okay. So that, that gives you an idea, to do not disturb, right? So anyway, I went in with more of that gold, the same thing with that cascade color for the lettering. I did the cascade color on the birds as well. And you will see that in a few minutes. And all I'm doing here is just arranging the letters, like I said, a little in a whimsical kind of pattern. I was trying to go for a bit of a arch, if you will. But it just didn't quite go up that way. So it did a little and it didn't, but still, I mean, it worked for me. You guys can let me know what you think, if it was a miss or not. I really think it was cute. So, you see me right there playing around with the E. I thought I had edited that out, but yeah, I was going back and forth because I felt like, oh my gosh, that little space at the top is a little too much. But after I put everything on, it was okay. So here it is. I'm taking these 2 wooden birds. It came in a pack of like 4 birds with some little trees and things like that. And so I'm just placing them, beak to beak, kind of sitting there. And then I just go in with some hot glue here. I didn't use any stronger adhesive outside of the wood glue for the first project there. And I think I did it on one more, but nonetheless, I use my Gorilla Hot Glue, and that usually works fairly well for me. I haven't had really any issues with it, so that's what I chose to use today. I'm taking another one of those little miniature wooden hearts and placing that right in the middle, right beneath their beak there. And so I have these little twigs, tree twigs or whatever, really thin, and I'm just cutting them down to kind of fit right where their little feet are. And then I'm going to just use 3 of those there and kind of stack them up to give it like a 3D effect. And that's literally it. What I did with that. I am going to go in, and you'll see here in just a few minutes, I'm going to add in some pearls, just because I felt like it needed something else, in a few of the foam roses. So I really thought this was cute. I really felt like this is a nice and cute way, to say do not disturb. And it's just something nice, especially if even you don't have to wait for Valentine's Day. It could always be something you use year round, date night, whatever. I thought it was something really, really cute and very neutral. So it's not more, feminine or masculine. It's just kind of right there in the middle. So I'm just using some of the, like I said, the miniature foam roses from Dollar Tree. If you guys have seen any of my videos, I love these little things. I really do. They're just so handy and come in, they're just so versatile with what you can do with them. And so once I get those on there, like I said, I wanted just a little bit more of something, again, to tie into that, vintage look I'm going for. And I just added a string of beads that has an adhesive backing on them. I did pick those up from Daiso. And this color is kind of like, it's like an off-white and almost like a grayish pearl, but not like heavy gray. It can almost pass for a light teal. So that's why I chose to go with those pearls, and I'm just putting them randomly, different spaces, just to add a little, something else to it. And that's it. That is absolutely it, guys. And I just love that. So project number 3. This is one of the farmhouse boards or plaques from Dollar Tree. It's the black one with the white trim. I did paint the trim in, I didn't paint it, but I did rub and buff on it. And I also did some rub and buff and gold on the actual black part there. So I did a nice distressing there, just because I was going in with this cascade color. And I really wanted it to, I don't know, just again, tie into the whole vintage look. And so this sign is just going to say celebrate love, because I love, guys. I love between a mother and her child, you know, a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, grandmother, granddaughter, grandmother, grandfather. I love is what makes the world goes round. And I just love that. So I saw this and I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. This is just such a nice universal piece, and you can just use it throughout the year, really, if it fits into your decor. You know, you always can switch up the colors. And so all I'm doing is going in with a wooden wooden heart that I painted in the gold color, and 2 butterflies. And I'm going to go in with some gold stickers as well. And I'm just going to randomly place those around. Like I said in my last video, I love these little gold stickers. I did pick me up another pack because I really love them. And since I love hearts, I know I'm going to use them. You know, I'm going to make good use of them. So I'm just going in and just, like I said, randomly putting them on. And that would be it for this project. So I can't wait for you guys to see everything in the final reveal. Some of this I thought I was recording and I totally forgot that I wasn't. So next up, this is the piece that's going to match my actual Valentine's Day decor that I have set up now. And so this is pink, gold, and gold glitter. And so I wanted to make one of the XOXO signs. I know you guys have probably seen different variations of them, you know, on the internet, social media, I'm sure. But I wanted to do my version of this. And I found these beautiful stickers. They're hexagons, little hexagons, and they're individual. At first I thought they were just like a whole sheet, but they're individuals. So I'm just literally building a larger hexagon, if you will, using the 3 colors together. And so I'm going in with some fairy lights here. And I have to say, these little hexagons were not created equal. They were had to kind of mush them together. And you can see a little bit of the backing from the tray. I did paint that tray in ivory, by the way. But it came out really nice. So I'm just going in and I'm just putting the fairy lights like right around the base of there, and I really just only wanted 1 light in each box. So I'm just putting 1 dab of glue, because again, I want this to be something that I can switch out if I choose to, you know, make something else with it. And so I'm just going around and just tucking it in there. Excuse me. And like I said, putting a little dab of hot glue, and then just kind of tying it around like you see me doing here towards the back, because again, I just want 1 in each box, or each square rather. And it actually lined up pretty well. I did not plan on doing that, but I was like, okay, thank you for working with me here. And so already I was really liking the way the little light brought the colors together. And this would be so cute too, like for if you have a baby girl or new, you know, baby girl, and you want to put girl in here. I think these colors will look really cute if you were going with a pink theme for her. And so all I'm doing here is just hot gluing the back here. And I kind of I was tired by this time guys, and so I messed up on where I put the battery pack, and so it was causing it to tip over. So I had to go in and add some large tower tumbling blocks to it to create a stand with it. And yeah, I didn't paint them just because, again, I got tired by this point. So I was like, oh, you can kind of flip this around and make it work either way, actually. So I did like this, but then I was like, it looks more like a tic-tac-toe board when I did that. I don't know why. Or not a tic-tac-toe board, the board you throw the bean bags in. That's what it reminded me of, and I didn't like it. So I flipped it back over. It does have a little bit of a slant to it, but not too much like when you flip it to the other side. So all I'm doing is, I'm showing you upside down here, but I'm putting the X. It's going to be XOXO. So I'm putting the 2 X's in the corners to the left, if they're facing you. And then I'm going to put the O's right kind of almost center, but you'll see how I line them up. And already I was really, really liking this. I thought it was so, so cute. And there it is. I put the O's in there. And then I was like, it still needs something. So I went in with a pack of these pink and gold hearts that matched perfectly. Oh my gosh, guys, I was so excited. I got those hearts from 99-cent store, and it matched those stickers from Hobby Lobby to a T. I was so excited. So I randomly went in and just started putting the hearts around. I put them on the outside initially. Then I felt like the backing still needed something. Guys, this thing is so cute. Like, I love this. Like, it's so, so pretty, and it just looks so high end, you know, from the front. Don't look at the back. The back does not look high end. But nonetheless, I went in with that, and then I was like, it still needs just a little bit more, so I went in with some more pearls to tie it all together. And when I tell you guys, this blends so well with the decor I have set up already. Like, oh my goodness, I love this. I love it, and I may not rearrange it because I just love it so much. It's so pretty to me, and I couldn't believe it, y'all. So that was it for that one. Okay, next up, we're gonna be using these palettes from Dollar Tree. I said, yeah, I did use more wood glue here. So I used some wood glue, hot glue to put them together. I used two. They're the little mini ones you get out the Crafter Square section. So I used some hot glue and wood glue to put them together. And I painted them in the ivory color paint. The ivory paint is by Hello Hobby from Walmart. And I'm just going in with some Mod Podge. And I'm just, I poured out way too much, you guys. You can't see it. Thank goodness y'all couldn't see it. But I poured way too much, so it got everywhere. So I did some editing, so you don't see all of it. But this is a 3-ply paper that I got from Amazon, and it's gorgeous. Oh, this paper is so gorgeous, y'all. It's so, so gorgeous. So, and I'm just going in and smoothing out the wrinkles. I don't mind wrinkles. They don't bother me because I do tend to just do some distressing over them whenever I do decoupage. So I don't really get too, you know, bent up about that. But I did want it smooth. And so this is going to be like a shelf sitter. It's going to be a shelf sitter, but it's going to have all different size hearts on it. And I don't know how to explain it to you. It looks really busy, but it really is pretty. So I'm just doing the same process, just going down, going through there with the Mod Podge. I'm not being overly generous with it, but I am getting it you know, a good coat of it, just so it can, you know, really absorb that napkin. Same technique, burning away the excess here. And this one too, I wanted to keep that burnt look on it. I just like that look. You know, it's not something that really bothers me. So I was just really, really burning it, and some of the wood was burning, and I really like the way that looked. So once I did that, I cut out a whole section of this, and I don't know how I did that, but I had 4 different sizes of hearts, and from Dollar Tree, from Hobby Lobby, and I just mixed them all up in there. I think I had some from the 99-cent store. And so I just worked from the back forward, from biggest to smallest. And then I had another little sign, or a little saying that said, "You and me." So when I looked at it, I really liked it. Like, I like the hearts by themselves. And that's probably what I should have done, just left the hearts on here by themselves, because the words kind of got lost in there. You can't really see them. So I go back, and you'll see I'll go back and I try to fix that by painting it in the ivory color, but and distressing it with the burnt umber, but it was just not, I don't know. Y'all can let me know at the end. So here I'm adding in more pearls, no rhyme, no reason, just stringing them through, just so I can have something hanging in the front, you know, to tie it all together. And of course, you can always leave this out if you wanted to just put, like, say, your Valentine's Day cards or something in there. So like I said, I did some distressing on it, added in that ivory paint, distressed it with burnt umber. It looked a little bit better, but I added flowers to it, and that's really what brought it together, and I really like it. So I'm still out, the verdict is still out about the distressing part, but here it is, guys. Everything together. So the top one is the heart shelf sitter, and then the other one at the bottom is the I love you sign. I really like that together. I think these are really, really cute. They play very well off of one another. But you guys gotta let me know about that you and me part. Like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. And here's our celebrate love. I love you, lovies, for sticking around with me. And then our lovebird sign. How cute is that? I think it's so stinking adorable. I just absolutely love this. And then here is our XOXO sign. Guys, come on. That is so pretty. Like, that is just so, so cute. Like, I literally could put that up on my dresser and just look at it all day. I just love it so, so very much. And you guys have to let me know what you think. If you like them, was it a yay? Was it a nay? You know, just talk to me. I love to talk to you guys. And I want to thank our host, Connie, and Zana, along with Tami, for hosting this event for us. You know, it really helps out the smaller YouTube channels to get, you know, get our creative juices flowing and out there for the world to see. So, you know, and it takes a lot of time and effort. So I'm definitely grateful to them. Like I said, I will have their details in my description box below, along with all the other content creators today. Hi, everybody. I can't wait to see what you all make. I'm going to be jumping over to their channels as well. And if you guys are still here, thank you so much for taking this ride with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Just know those comments are only desired and not required, because I absolutely love to chat with you all. So be safe, be kind, and always remember to fall in love every day. Every day that you have an opportunity to open your eyes is an opportunity to fall in love with at least one something that day, lovies. Hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.